We have one of our brothers, a learned brother, lying down there in the hospital. His brother is a material, a reservoir of knowledge and asset for we the Muslims. This very brother of ours, after suffering for years studying in Egypt, came back after graduating, and right now he's facing health challenges. Are we going to fold our hands and show no concern? No. And subhanAllah, it's so critical that we need the sum of 18 million to undergo a kidney transplant. 18 million is a huge amount of money, but then it's not impossible to raise. There is a community who had a meeting that there is need to erect the masjid, build a masjid for the community to pray and worship Allah inside. And after the meeting, the next day, the Imam came telling them that I have good news for you and a bad news for you. They said, we're interested in hearing the good news first. Tell us the good news, after which you will tell us the bad one. The Imam said the amount needed to build the masjid has been realized. We have it with us. And the whole community chanted Allahu Akbar. They said, what then is the bad news? He said, the bad news is the money is still inside your pocket. You are yet to bring it out. Allahu Akbar. Now, this 18 million is something that is possible if only we are ready to contribute, show concern, and try our best to donate. If you go to Surah Al-Maida, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us there, وَمَنْ احياها فكانما احيا الناس جميعا. And whoever saves a life, فكانما احيا الناس جميعا. It will be as if he saved the life of all mankind. Allahu Akbar. Now, how do you save a life? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in one hadith is saying, Haqqul Muslim alal Muslim sit. A believer owes the other believer 6 duties, and he mentioned among these duties, وَإِذَا مَرِضَ فَعُدْهُ, and when he is sick, try to visit him. And in another hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, on the day of Qiyamah, Allah is going to ask us, Abdi, O my slave, maritu falam ta'udni. I was sick, but you refused to pay me a visit. And the servant will be asking Allah, O Allah, you are the Lord of the Alamin. How come? How can you be sick? And Allah will tell him, Marida abdi hadha falam ta'udhu. A slave of mine fell sick, but you refused to visit him. Don't you know that if you visit him, it is as though you visited me. Allahu Akbar. You may not be able to come down to visit him there at the hospital, but you can donate from the comfort of your home. It will reach you. Allahu Akbar. And that is you visiting him online, fulfilling one of the duties he has over you. Allahu Akbar. The Prophet ﷺ said in one hadith, Badiru bis-sadaqa fa innal bala'a la yatakhatta'uha. Hasten up in giving out sadaqah, فَإِنَّ الْبَلَاءَ لَا يَتَخَطَّؤُهَا, because there is no calamity that will surpass charity, and charity cools down the anger of Allah, and it averts calamity away from you. Allahu Akbar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, describing the believers, said, الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُمْ بِاللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارِ سِرًّا وَعَلَانِيَةً فَلَهُمْ أَجْرُهُمْ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ وَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. Those who spend in the cause of Allah, بالليل والنهار, by night and day, سرا وعلانية, in secret and in public, فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم, they will have their reward with Allah, ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون, and there is no fear for them, there is no grief, there is no anxiety for them. Allahu Akbar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us in verse 272, the verse before this one, he said, وَمَا تُنْفِقُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ فَلِأَنفُسِكُمْ, and realize that anything you donate in the cause of Allah, فَلِأَنفُسِكُمْ, it is for you. You will get the reward. You will be the beneficiary at the end of the day. وَمَا تُنْفِقُونَ إِلَّا ابْتِغَاءَ وَجْهِ اللَّهِ, and when you spend not except to gain Allah's countenance and Allah's pleasure. وَمَا تُنْفِقُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ يُوَفَّ إِلَيْكُمْ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تُظْلَمُونَ. Understand that anything you spend in the cause of Allah, يُوَفَّ إِلَيْكُمْ, it will be repaid back to you in full, وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تُظْلَمُونَ, and you shall not be wrong in any way. Allahu Akbar. Maybe thinking this very brother is unknown to you, you don't know him. But subhanallah, you don't need to know someone to be good to him. Allahu Akbar. That is why we are believers. We are brothers to each other. Whether you're from the north, whether you're from the south, whether you're from the east, so long as you're a believer, we are brothers to each other. You don't need to know him. And subhanallah, not knowing him is another added advantage to you, because your charity is free from riyah. Whatever you donate is free from riyah. You don't know him, and it's a means of getting closer to Allah. You can ask Allah out for a bigger reward because you've donated for someone you don't know. And remember the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Sab'atun yudhilluhum Allahu fi dhillih, yawma la dhilla illa dhilluh." There are 7 people that Allah is going to put under His shade on the day of Qiyamah, the day when there will be no other shade than the shade of Allah. Among the people Allah is going to put under His shade on the day of Qiyamah, the Prophet ﷺ said, وَرَجُلٌ تَصَدَّقَ بِصَدَقَةٍ, and a man who gave out charity secretly, discreetly, so much so that فَأَخْفَاهَا حَتَّى لَا تَعْلَمُ شِمَالُهُ مَا تُنْفِقْ يَمِينُهُ, so much so that the left hand doesn't know what the right hand gave out. Allahu Akbar. Now, it has been made so easy for you, so much so that you just send to this account. You don't need anyone to know you, and then you fall under this category on the day of Qiyamah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. At this point, I want to tell you that you should not belittle any amount, because a drop of water makes a mighty ocean, as they say. Allahu Akbar. The little you are going to contribute will go far in making us to realize that amount for his kidney transplant. Allahu Akbar. The Prophet ﷺ in one hadith is telling us that there is not a day except that there are 2 angels who are in charge of doing this particular task. One praying to Allah, "Oh Allah, give a better substitute to one who's spending your cause. Allahumma a'ti munfiqan khalafa." And the other one saying, "Allahumma a'ti mumsikan talafa." Oh Allah, whoever hurts, oh Allah, destroy his wealth. Allahu Akbar. Lastly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us in Surah Muhammad verse 38, "Ha antum ha'ula'i tud'awna litunfiqu fi sabilillah faminkum man yabkhal wa man yabkhal fa innama yabkhalu an nafsihi wallahu al-ghaniyyu wa antumul fuqara wa in tatawallaw yastabdil qauman ghayrakum thumma la yakunu amthalakum." May Allah make it easy for us to donate in this cause. Our brother is facing a test from Allah. It can be us tomorrow. It can be anyone. The only way we can show gratitude to Allah for saving us and for giving us this health we are enjoying is to donate in this cause, because it is not by our power or by our might. Rather, it is just a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala restore back his health to him, grant him quick recovery, make it easy for us to raise this amount, and reward everyone abundantly for donating in this cause. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi